Hey everyone, it is Mrs. Dr. Exotical, and I'm coming back at you with another brief video. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the privilege of dressing well and presenting yourself well. I would say that this is something that I have grown up with in my back pocket. I've never been afraid to present myself well, and I've never been afraid to outdress anyone either. The way that I grew up, we didn't have a lot of money and we didn't have access to all of the most expensive things. But what we had was imagination, and we always had style. And style, I find in my life, is not something that you can buy. You either have style or you don't. I would say that when I was a little girl, I was always dressed up to the nines, even if it was a dress that came from the thrift store, or even if it was something that came from scraps of fabric that we had laying around the house. It was always used to put a bow in my hair or a bow around my waist. I will say today, even when I was a younger woman, I would spend so much time looking at old magazines at the library, and I would spend time looking at old magazines that people wanted to throw away. Or whenever I would go to the doctor and I would sit in the receptionist area, I would always look at the magazines. And I will say that when I did this, it was always really helpful to get an eye for what looked beautiful and what looks were timeless and classic. And so when I think about it today, I would say that one of the biggest things that I talked about in another video, which was 3 ways that I use my pretty privilege, is the art of presenting yourself well, the art of dressing well. Notice I did not say dressing expensively or dressing out of your budget. You can find lovely items and you can be sustainable and you can go to the consignment shop and you can find lovely pieces, or you can find duplicate pieces anywhere, online or in store. And so there is no reason why any of us can't look our best. And even if you are a woman that has gained a little bit of weight, or you are put on a little bit of weight, or you may feel a little uncomfortable with where you are, or you want to gain weight, it doesn't matter where you are. But what does matter is how you walk in your clothes, how your clothes fit you. I'm going to let you in on a secret. One of the best ways to really amp up the pretty privilege of looking your best and presenting yourself well is to ignore the sizes. I would say it's so important to ignore sizes and just go for the items that fit and that lay and that drape well on your body. So I would tell you it's really important to go for the fit that fits and to try out classic color combinations like black and white. Black and white always work no matter the season. Black and white always look striking together, and they add a little bit of an extra element of sophistication to anything that we've got going on. So I would say if you're unsure, get a little black in your wardrobe and get a little white in your wardrobe and have fun with it. You could do a really great white shirt, always classic. You could do a pair of really well-fitting jeans, always a classic. So I would say that the art of presenting yourself well is something that has always worked in my favor ever since I was a child. And growing up in a family where we didn't have a lot, it was something that was always something that was a premium was placed on how we looked. And we would walk with our head held high, and I would walk with my head held high all of the time because I knew that I was clean and I was well put together no matter what it was. So I just wanted to come and share with you a little bit about dressing well and looking classic and classic looks. And that, my friends, is one of my absolutely biggest weapons towards maintaining and using my pretty privilege. Okay, till next time, how do you use your pretty privilege in the way that you put your looks together? Let me know in the comments.